at this crowd. We're going to win. And a poll just came out. A poll just came out, a great poll, that we're leading Hillary Clinton. That's already happening. Already happened. The Rasmussen poll. So, you know, this wasn't supposed to happen today. After we won, I figured, well, maybe I'll stay home and take it a little bit easy. You know, who would have thought this? Trump wins before Clinton. You know why? She can't put the deal away. We can. We know how to close the deal. She can't put it away. She cannot put the deal away. You know, she makes that one speech a week. She'll get up, reads the teleprompter. She goes north and south, east and west. We all love what's happening to our country. But we don't love what's happening to our country. We don't love it. So, but it wasn't supposed to happen because after we won, which was a little unexpected to do it that quickly, but we had such great, incredible victories. Those last victories, New York landslide, won everything. Landslide. And that's with three candidates, almost 62%, but that's with three candidates. You know, these guys that see the press, all those people back there, world's most dishonest people, they're the worst. I wish they'd take the cameras, show them how, look at the size of this place, show them the corner of the room. But there's a lot of people. I don't know how many people here. There's a lot of people. They'll only show if we have a protester, so I hope we have a couple of protesters today. You know, Hillary, Crooked Hillary, yesterday had a protester, and what she did is she cut her speech short. She cut it short. It was from 11 to 13 minutes, depending on who's doing the counting. How would you like to be? Well, here's the thing. You stood on line. We had people standing on line today for 8 hours, always. Always. So they don't have that problem. They just walk up, whatever the time is, and they go in, and they have 250 people, and we have close to 10,000 people today, so it's good. So what I was going to do, and I have to thank, I'll tell you what, Senator Brian Danzel is great. And Don Benton, Big Don, they did an incredible job. And what I was going to do is say, look, I'll take it easy. But I asked one question. I said, so in West Virginia, where I was going to go first, that was the first stop, we would have had, I think we would have gotten 95% of the vote. In fact, the miners endorsed Donald Trump. The miners endorsed him. And gave me an award. You know, as opposed to Hillary, that she wants to have all miners essentially fired. I don't think she's going to do well in West Virginia in November. And then she went to apologize. You know, those apologies don't work because they know how you really feel, right? So I said, so let me ask you, so West Virginia, should I go there? They said, well, it has been set up, Mr. Trump. You mean people are getting ready? Yes, I'll go. They said, but you don't have to, we can cancel it. I said, no, you don't understand, I'll go. Then I said, what about Oregon? We had an unbelievable thing. And I said, they said, Oregon's been set up. I said, really? It's been set up, done. People, I said, I'll go. I said, what about Nebraska, where you have a great governor, Pete Ricketts, a great guy. I really like him. His family, I don't know about, but we'll find out. I think I might like the family too. I'll probably like the family too. But Governor Ricketts, a great governor, great guy. He introduced me. I said, what about Nebraska? Well, that one's been set up also. Have to go. They said, but you don't have to go. And then we got out here, the state of Washington. The state of Washington. And I said, what about Washington? And they said, well, over there you have two. I said, oh, don't tell me that. I said, have they been set up? Yeah, they've been set up. So I said, I'm going to Washington, folks. I'm going to Washington. But you have to promise me something. On May 24th, you got to go out and vote. And you got to sign the back of those envelopes. You got to put the little thing. If you don't sign, your vote's not going to count. Because right now, we just about surpassed every presidential nominee, every presidential candidate in the history of the Republican primaries. We have more votes. Millions and millions of votes. And, you know, they went through the whole nation. We still have quite a few left, all right? So we won it a little bit early. But we want to win by a big mandate. We want to win by a big, big number. So I really appreciate you being here today, especially to have, and look, they're pouring in still. I really appreciate you being here today, but I guarantee I'll be back numerous times because we are going to take the state of Washington. We are. We're going to take it. We're going to bring our jobs back. I'm looking at your numbers. Not good. Look at this. Spokane region has lost nearly 1/3 of its manufacturing jobs. I do this. These are statisticians. The world's most boring job. How would you like to be a statistician? But you know what? The man that does it, he loves it. He thinks it's great. Lost 1/3 of its manufacturing jobs since Bill Clinton successfully lobbied to put China in the World Trade Organization. Not a good move. Not a good move. The labor force in Spokane, the labor force is 9,000 people smaller today than it was when Obama took office in 2009. Not good. Not good. The number of timber jobs, I love timber. Few people use more timber than Donald Trump. That I can tell you. Few people. The number of timber jobs in the state of Washington has been cut in half since 1990. Come on, fellas, let's get with it. What's wrong with you? No, I know what's wrong. I mean, look, everyone's taking it away from us, but we're bringing it back. You know, I always say it's amazing the crowds I get, because we always have crowds like this. We have 35,000. We had 45,000. We have a very great musician. You know, a writer said to me, "Make America Great Again" is not a very positive message. I said, you have to understand, that's the most positive message. That's the most positive message. Because right now our country is doing poorly. We're losing our jobs. We're losing manufacturing. We're losing our money. I go around, I look at these statistics. They are a disaster, okay? They're a disaster. All over the country, they're a disaster. Is this guy on our side or not? Let me see. Huh? You on our side? Are you on our side? Okay, put your hand down then, will you? Guy's got his hand up, and everybody's pointing. I think he's lying. Is he lying when he says yes? Are you on our side? Huh? Out. Out. Get out of here. All right. I think he's a Bernie person. Bernie's going down because, hey, look. It is a crooked system. It is a crooked system. And I'm not a fan of Bernie, but he's a member of a crooked system. All right, let's go. You can let him stay there for a little longer. I think he's got some problems. Got some little problems here. All right, get him out. Get him out. Get out. Out. Oh, you know the good news? The cameras have now pointed. They can see the crowd. We love it. I love protesters. Don't we have a protester someplace like in the back? Those cameras, they twist like pretzels. Otherwise, they just stay in my face. My wife said, was the crowd large today? I said, you didn't see it? No, they never take it off your face. Oh, boy. Okay. Illegal immigration costs Washington State $2.7 billion a year. Illegal. We will build a wall, folks. We are going to do it right. We are going to do it right. We're going to build a wall. Wow. You've received a large influx of refugees and Syrian refugees. You have no idea where they come from, folks. Lots of luck. Hey, folks, lots of luck. Lots of luck. Good luck. Who the hell knows? They have no paperwork. They have no documentation. They have no anything. And you know what? We should take care of them. I'll get the Gulf states that have so much money, you wouldn't believe it. I'm good at getting people to put up money. Believe me, they'll put up money. And we build safe zones in Syria. We don't want them here. We don't know who they are. We don't know who they are. And take a look at what's happening in Europe. It's a mess. Look at what's happening in Germany. Look at what's happening all over Europe. It's a mess. And we don't need it. Our country has enough problems right now, okay? Hate to say it. And we want to help, and we want to do something. Although I will say, when you look at that migration, you see so many young, strong men. Does anyone notice that? Am I the only one? Young, strong men. And you almost say, like, why aren't they back fighting? But you don't see that many women and children, right? So you're saying, what are we doing? Who are the people coming over, and why don't they have documentation? We can't be the stupid country anymore, folks. We can't be the stupid country anymore. All right. The Clintons gave us NAFTA, right? They gave us NAFTA. Probably the worst piece of legislation having to do with business and economic development ever signed in the history of our country. It has wiped out New England. It's wiped out New York State. It's wiped out Pennsylvania. And I've got to know these places so well because we've had these massive victories. And I go up to Pennsylvania, Maryland, Connecticut, New York. I go all over. And I see empty factory after empty factory. You could buy them for $2. And how sad is it? And they move to Mexico. And China takes our jobs. And believe me, folks, it's going to change so fast. It's going to be like, it's going to change so fast. It's so easy. We're not going to let it happen. And I'll tell you how it's going to change. I'll tell you how it's going to change, but I have to do a couple of things because I happen to love a certain guy in the room. I love certain people, even guys. This is a guy who's been great. I have to do it. But before May 24th, you got to do it because we're sending a signal, okay? This is a movement. This isn't like normal. Bill O'Reilly said on his show, it's the single greatest political event that he's seen in his lifetime. What's happened with Trump? And he doesn't want to say that.